Okay, guys, watch this video here for Friday, August 11th. Nasty candle in the SPY, relatively speaking. I mean, it's not the end of the world, but if you just look back, we've been in tight, narrow ranges for quite a long time. You had one kind of big candle here, got another one where it's lost some recent support. In my opinion, no reason to panic, but it's actually, you see nice volume on this sell-off too. It's actually nice to see some movement in stocks. So for me as a day trader, I'm actually hoping, I would love to see a big washout, but anyway, I am seeing some nice movement in stocks now, and that's actually a good thing for us day traders. So I've got a list that I'm going to watch tomorrow. ZYNE had a really nice move off this huge gap down yesterday, and then today certainly has some selling going on over 8, but go to like a, well, it's hard to see here because you had the huge gap down, but this was a really nice rally, and that's a partial retracement right there. So I want to watch that one for actually a potential long tomorrow, even though the daily's kind of ugly. We'll see. It was so strong yesterday, it's worth watching. Planet Fitness, PLNT, really nice volume today, closing at new recent highs. I mean, look at the weekly here. I guess new all-time highs, looks like. Um, Today, let me double check that. Yeah, we'll hit 25.10 on November 14th. Closed above that today. So, could be the beginning of a multi-day breakout. We'll see. I'm definitely going to watch it tomorrow. TEVA goes on bounce watch again. But I do have to say, let me go to the intraday. I'm really starting to believe in how excuse me, in how weak this stock is, because it sold off this morning, took out yesterday's lows, then started to climb back up and put in kind of a lower high here. It actually would look cleaner off of 1 or 2 minute candles. You know what? I'm going to do that real quick because I think it's worth showing you. Okay, so here it is on 1 minute candles. So gapped up, sells off, takes out yesterday's low right here, then comes back up and puts in a lower high at 1770. Red to green, in other words, through the open, would be 1776, and a high of day 1779. That is what we call stacked catalyst. So I called it when it looked like this. I said if this gets back over 1770, you've got two dominoes just above to fall. I love nearby catalysts, and this absolutely had two of them, right? Red to green, high of day just above. So I called it 1771. I think I said I wouldn't give it like more than a dime. Actually, I called it more when it looked like this, because I saw that lower high and I saw it coming right back up. Looked like it was rolling over again, right? Weakest stock on the planet. Looked like it's rolling over again, and then boom, all of a sudden, higher low, and it's right back up here. So anyway, I called it 1771, and watch what happens. Look at the volume. Biggest volume candle of the day minus the opening candle. And I really thought we had one. And I got long right here. I sold some as it was breaking the highs in case it didn't break. And then just like that, came back to my entry. And I was back out. And it actually flirted with, and I thought, for a little bit, I thought, hey, maybe this is going to go. And I basically had a flat trade in it. I think I was actually even lost like $100. Even though I sold some for a profit, I lost like a penny or two on the bulk of my position, and so I ended up with like $100-something loss. But the fact that this set up like this morning, as weak as this has been, this is to me where shorts should have covered, and this should have ripped 50 cents, maybe even a dollar. And the fact that it didn't tells me there is really, really somebody unloading this stock. So, having said all that, I'm still going to put it on watch because you have, I don't know, six red days in a row after a huge gap down. But I do not like the way this thing is trading at all. So it's going to have to give me an amazing setup to trade it tomorrow. XXII, again, I really like this breakout through 2 back here. And now you've got, after a gap up today, it ended up selling off all day. So this still hasn't broken its early high since it put in this top here. The next day, it never broke its early high. And when I say early high, I mean like the opening 30-minute high. The next day, it never broke it. And then gapped up today, never broke it. So it's not very pretty anymore. But I still kind of like it in this area, this retest of the breakout area. So I still think it's worth watching. But the overall market's kind of weak right now. So stocks like this kind of get hit and can't really get any momentum. So keep that in mind. MEET looks a lot like Teva, right? Just decimated. Maybe a snapback rally in that one. Zillow, the letter Z, big 2 days down and nearing the 200 day. So if it could open tomorrow and then come down and flush out the 200 day, you might get a nice reversal intraday down in this area. You kind of have the same scenario in TRUE. Big 2 days down nearing the 200 day. I'm looking for a flush below this area and an intraday reversal down there. EFII had this monster gap down, and then a very strong 2-day rally, and then a couple days lower now on very small volume. So I'm kind of interested in this rally from below 26 to above to almost 32, right? And then a 2-day pullback on much lower volume. So I actually have this on long watch for a potential rip higher again. This huge gap here, and the strength of this bounce, this 2-day bounce, was pretty impressive. And then lastly, MBRX, kind of a recent high flyer, kind of a clean chart, a little trend line here that could get broken, especially if it can break through 3, and pretty good relative strength compared to a nasty market today. So that's my list. I'm not in love with this list, but I do like the intraday action. There's a lot of good setups on an intraday basis. Had a nice day today, and looking forward to tomorrow. So it's kind of good to see a little bit of volatility come back. All right, enjoy the rest of your night, and we'll talk to everybody tomorrow.